What's up guys, I am back once again for another video. In today's video I'm going to be talking once again about some tweets that were made on Twitter by a Riordan. It's actually different than Rick this time, it's his wife Becky, but it's still the same material, you know. But anyway, these tweets have to do with the fact that Percy Jackson could be dying. Now if any of you guys know, The Tower of Nero, which is the last book in the Trials of Apollo series, is coming out this October. In this book, we know that Apollo and Meg are going to be going back to Camp Half-Blood and getting some help from some of the people there, and one of them could be Percy Jackson. And many people have been speculating that Percy could be dying in this final book just because Rick wants to close out his story arc and just have that fulfillment of a story for Percy Jackson, who's been the main character of basically all of these stories. Personally, I would hate this because Percy Jackson should not have to die. Like, that's just kind of the dumbest thing ever if Rick feels the need to kill him. I mean, he already killed off Jason in The Burning Maze, which is the third book in the Trials of Apollo series. So if he kills off Percy Jackson, that's pretty bad. Oh, and I forgot, he also killed off Frank in the Tyrant's Tomb, but then he came back to life, so he didn't actually die. But he did die, but he didn't die. But yeah, so we got some evidence that suggests that Percy could be dying, and I'm just going to go over that with you guys real quick. The first tweet we have is from Becky Riordan, and it occurred on May 19th, 2020, and this is what it said.
Books can provide a dress rehearsal for the hard experiences in real life. We get to practice in a safe space, and then when we need it somehow, amazingly, the difficult experience in real life is a bit easier. Hopefully, you will find comfort in that thought and not be so worried.
So she says to not be worried, and so obviously fans got worried. It happened. I got worried, and everybody else did too. In the comment section, you can just see that all these fans are worried that this means that Percy could be dying. She's obviously saying books are a dress rehearsal for real life, and if something hard happens in a book, it's a dress rehearsal for real life. So could the hard thing be Percy dying? It really could. But let's go on to the next tweet. So the next tweet, Becky, I think, felt like she had to clarify herself, and so this is what she said. Let us all say this together now. Percy will never die. Keep that thought, people. So on the surface, you're like, okay, great. Percy isn't dying in the final book, The Tower of Nero in the Trials of Apollo series. Great, he's not dying. But Becky could be talking about a metaphorical level where Percy will never die in the minds of the fans. He could die physically, but just not in our minds. That'd be so dumb. I mean, it was basically just announced a month ago that Percy Jackson is getting a TV series on Disney+. How bad marketing would that be for Percy to die in this final book and then the series to launch in a year or two? Like, that'd be such bad marketing. I honestly can't see Rick doing it, but I wouldn't put it past him either, since he killed Jason. And so then about 8 days later, Becky decided to post something else, and this is what that tweet said.
In a studio meeting yesterday, we were asked what the themes are in Percy Jackson and why they resonate with fans. Here's your chance to answer. What theme means the most to you and why? Can use your native language, must be G-rated, in just one tweet. Hashtag Percy Jackson Disney+.
So obviously, once again, we're looking at the surface. On the surface, she's obviously asking for great moments from Percy Jackson so that they can talk about them in a studio meeting and hopefully ingest. Is ingest the right word? Oh, inject. So hopefully they can inject more meaning into the TV series. But once again, could she just have people reminiscing about these great moments because Percy's gonna die and they won't have any more moments to reminisce about? Very possible. Oh, this is so stressful. So then a little while later on the same day, Becky, after reading a bunch of comments, apparently, she posted this. Thank you, everyone. All your answers are wonderful. I have to admit I am teary-eyed. Emoji that I can't see because it's covered by a question mark. Why is Becky teary-eyed? She could be teary-eyed just from reading the great tweets, or she could be teary-eyed because she's reading them and realizing, oh man, Percy's gonna die, and they're gonna be so sad when he does. So then on about June 1st, Becky made another tweet.
Our team loved all your replies. Feel free to respond to the original tweet if you didn't already. There are 1.4K plus responses, so please make sure to read at least some of them.
Does she want people to read them because she wants people to remember Percy Jackson for what he was, not for what he's going to be? I really don't want Percy to die, so this is like kind of hard to talk about. He's been the main character of like everything. He's been my favorite character for a long time, and if he dies, I just won't know what to do with myself. So that's all Becky had to say on the matter, and obviously fans are kind of conflicted because, once again, Percy could be dying and she could just be hinting at that. We really hope not, but it could be happening. On the same day that Becky posted that last tweet, Rick Riordan, her husband, the famed author, decided to make a post about the month of June. Here it is. Well, happy June, the month of Juno, aka Hera. because 2020 was already going so well. We're in good hands now. Now, obviously Rick could be talking about the coronavirus, stuff like that that's been going on and how it's been affecting our economy, affecting our world. He could be talking about that like 2020 is already going so well, ha ha ha, because of the coronavirus. Or he could be talking about the fact that Percy Jackson is dying. I know I've said that so much, but it's entirely relevant. He's saying we're in good hands now, but the funny thing is, in Rick Riordan books, Juno/Hera has never been like a good god, a good goddess. She's been kind of a bad influence to anybody whenever she's been near them, so he must be being sarcastic because Hera's just like a bad god-S in general, which means Percy could be dying. All in all, some facts point to Percy dying, others don't. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I really want to know this. So go ahead and check out this poll that's right above me. Alright, it's asking the question, do you think Percy Jackson is dying? Answer this poll so I can get a good grasp of what you guys think. And without further ado, if you would like to subscribe, the subscribe button is going to be about right there. Then go ahead and check out this video right up here where I talk about the timeline that led up to Rick Riordan announcing that Percy Jackson was getting a TV series on Disney+. And then go ahead and check out this playlist right up here with all of my Percy Jackson videos, including character rankings, book unboxing, and more of Rick Riordan's hilarious tweets. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.